Ice Spice is trash. 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 I said what I said. Her album's trash. Her fashions is trash. Her wigs is trash. Her album was trash. Her attitude is trash. She's just trash. Okay? Ice Spice got the personality of a paper plate. I would never forgive y'all for putting Sweetie down and building Ice Spice up. I would never forgive you guys for that. Shameful. Hey guys, welcome back to It Girl Uncensored. It's your girl CC. So here's the thing. I am CC, yes, but I think I'm going back to my name, which is Cecily. So please like and subscribe. We are a baby channel over here. I like to say that we're in the first trimester of the YouTube channel. We're growing every single day. So please like and subscribe and join the community and help me build that channel. Operation Get Cecily Out the Plant. Okay. You can call me CC, Cecily, whatever. Get me out the plant. Okay. I worked 6 days this week. We had to do mandatory Saturday. So I am tired and this is my only off day. I had to try to clean up. It's a lot of stuff. You see my laundry basket back there. There's too much going on, you guys, but we got to get me up out of here. So please and like, subscribe, share with your friends, comment below, tell me how you feel. If you agree, if you don't agree, whatnot, just engage and like help us out. Here's Tico, the pop culture it dog. Hi. You know, why do you always yawn? Do I bore you? What do you do all day? I know that I've been missing in action for the past week. I really tried to get a video out to you guys. One day, the power went out literally in the middle of me, like, talking, okay? And then, I think we was having, like, some wind stuff going on. I don't know, because it wasn't really storming out like that. And then, my microphone went out another day. And it's a cheap ass microphone I got from Amazon. It just stopped working. So I had to go and order another one like immediately. If you guys have any suggestions, please put them in the chat. But anyway, here we are. Let's go. If you're going to be here, be here. He don't want to be here. We're going to put him down. We are here to talk about how trash of a person Ice Spice is. Cleotrapa, did you guys know who she is? Because I didn't know who she was before she came out and blasted Ice Spice. Okay. Cleotrapa is a rap artist who I actually began listening to her music after all of the news broke about what happened between them, and I actually like her. And she, a lot of people know her from, I guess, videos too. She does something about like grammar or teach you how to say words or something like that. I don't know. I never heard of her before today, but I'm glad I know who she is now. She had a 6-part video on like her relationship with Ice Spice and what happened when she went on tour with her. We're not gonna watch that here. We're not gonna review that here. I'm gonna tell you what I saw from watching all 6 parts, what I gathered, my opinion, and we're gonna keep it moving. Okay, you can YouTube that. It's too long, and y'all know I'm trying to figure out how to edit and do things in a more simpler way, and I need help. Okay, y'all. I need a new microphone. I need a new lot of things, but we're gonna work with what we got until we figure out how we can do it efficiently and effectively. Okay. Cleotrapa basically said that Ice Spice, first of all, they're friends, but they're newly friends, which now I'm listening to her story, they weren't friends. Cleotrapa says that Ice Spice calls her up and like, hey, can you come on tour with me? I want you to be with me. Like, hey, girl. So apparently they had a little rift before this. When Ice Spice has another friend, I think our old friend name is Baby Storm. I think she's an artist. Well, she is an artist as well, and she blasted Ice Spice like months ago. We'll circle back to that. But in the text messages that Baby Storm released, you can see that Ice Spice is trashing Cleotrapa. We're gonna call her Cleo for the duration of this video, and so. Cleo thinking like, you know, she's just calling to really get back into her good graces or whatever, like she did recently by saying, hey, you want to come with me to the game? And then, you know, Cleo would go with her to the game, but then she realized every time she asked her to do, you know, come with me somewhere, it's like a photo op, it's like an opportunity. So she realized that she was being used for Ice's rollout. So with this, well, she realized that now versus at the time when it was happening. So when Ice called her like, hey girl, come on tour with me, I want you to be with me. Cleo like, girl, listen, I got a man and I gotta make money. I can't just be following around with you around the world and watching you perform. This is where I think that Ice Spice did not have any intentions on having Cleo perform, because the next thing that Cleo, Ice Spice say like, hey, no, I want you to perform. But to me, it seems like the conversation would have been that out the gate. Like when I watch a lot of people reviews on it and stuff like that, I haven't heard anybody say what I'm about to say. I think that Ice really did want Cleo to travel around with her around the world, because according to Ice later on, when she had a rebuttal to a very failed attempt to rebuttal Cleo, she said that they had, another bus, and that, it was more room. So she was like, hey, let me get Cleo. I really think that she just wanted somebody to just be there for like photo opportunities or whatever. So I don't really think that she had any intentions on having Cleo perform. And I'm going to get into why. So when Cleo like, girl, nah, like I can't follow you and watch you perform. I gotta make my money myself. And that's when Ice was like, no, girl, I want you to perform. So basically, she only had 1 day notice. Okay, which I'm hearing that that's not uncommon. However, Cleo asked her, hey girl, what do I need? Like, what's the budget? Like, what money? Like, what do I need to pay for? Like, what's going on? And she's basically said, listen, if you want to have anybody help you or any other extra people with you, you have to pay for them. But other than that, I got you. You're going to be with me. You're going to be staying with me. Like, I got you. That's what she said. She reassured her, like, you with me, girl. So I got you. We about to be in this thing with the boo. So Cleo like, dang, okay, I ain't got no backup dancers. I ain't got this, I ain't got that. But I'm going to make it do what it do, because this seems like a really great opportunity. So she thinking like, this is Ice wanting to make up for calling Cleo, like, I think she may have called her fake or something like that. She got mad at her about something before. So that wasn't on her. Something about, I ain't gonna get into that right now. So anyway, so Cleo like, okay. She goes. She makes a flyer, and like Ice doesn't repost the flyer. They don't even have, like, there's nothing, no announcement or anything that announcing Cleo's coming out, except for when Cleo performed. Except for when Cleo posted herself. Ice Spice didn't repost it or posted anything or said anything about her at all. No pictures, no nothing. And so Cleo's name wasn't on the bill. She wasn't like considered even special guest, really, because her name just wasn't a part of anything. So nobody really knew that she was coming unless she said it. But it's like, if you were looking to help your friend out and give her this opportunity to come on the road with you, if that was your true pure intentions, which I don't think that was her initial intentions until Cleo said, girl, I ain't coming with you because I gotta make money. And then Ice Spice's like, oh, you can perform. I don't think that was a part of the original plan, because of what happened later. She's not being promoted that she's a new special guest coming on tour with her. Her name isn't anywhere. And then they had Cleo coming out at like 7:30, when the show sometimes won't start till 8:30, 9 o'clock. So basically, they had Cleo ushering people inside the auditorium. Like, like when the DJ perform and the DJ out there playing music and waiting for people to come sit down and try to keep, the crowd going or whatever until everybody get in their seats and ready for the concert to start for like the first 2.5 hours. They had Cleo out there. They actually had Cleo out there before the DJ was warming the crowd up, okay? The cleaning crew was in there when Cleo was performing, which is crazy. Cleo talked about how there was an issue with the bag, and this set like the tone for the remainder of the tour. This she was on tour with her for like 30 days, for like at least a month. So around that, the bag situation. I guess Cleo had a bag, and Ice Spice had a lot of bags. And at first, the security had Cleo's bag. I guess they were leaving, but at some point, whenever he ended up grabbing all the bags again, he didn't touch Cleo's. He like left hers. So Cleo basically was trying to figure out why and could he grab her bag, and he was like, no. And so, she had to drag her bag out, and it was like, it was raining. It was a lot going on, and it was embarrassing because I guess fans was out there watching and seeing Cleo carry her bags in the rain. And like the security guard just was not trying to help. Nobody was helping. Ice was on the bus. Nobody said anything. So pretty much Cleo, long story short, Cleo asked, Ice, hey, yo, security, he couldn't grab my bag or whatever. Basically, like, girl, can I pay him extra? Like, what's going on? Because I don't want to be carrying my bag, like, in front of fans and just carrying. It's a lot going on. Like, I don't want to have to carry my own bags, too. I want, can he get it? So basically, Ice was just like, no. That's her security. And she gave her a lot of different reasons on why no. First, she says, hey, he's going to want to get paid more. So that's when Cleo was like, girl, that's no problem, because if I got to pay him extra, I can get the money. Like, I can pay him. How much do he want extra? Well, he gets paid the flat rate. Cleo like, well, girl, you act like you don't know what that means, because flat rate means, this is what Cleo said, he would move a house for you. That means he would do what you tell him to do. I don't understand why Ice couldn't just ask him to grab the extra bag when he does get paid for her, and if Cleo is there with her. I don't understand what is the big deal about this bag. And so some people think that Cleo was being entitled. I don't think that's what it is. It's just, well, she's willing to pay. Like, I don't want to have to carry my bags and stuff too. That's a lot. And so, especially when you have security carrying people bags anyway. And I'm willing to pay. So she was just like, pretty much no type of thing. And then she said something like, well, he can't leave my side. But he left her side to go get her a bag. So he has left her side anyway. So it just seemed like Ice didn't really want Cleo to have anything that she had going on. Like, bitch, I'm the star and you're over there. Alright, whatever, cool. When that conversation didn't go well, Cleo realized, like, you know what, any issues that I have moving forward, I'm just going to save it for after the tour. But it was just weird. It was things like that. It was times where she would try to, like, I guess she would get kicked out of her room sometimes, and Ice kept saying things like, well, I mean, why do you want to be with me? Like, Miller was like, why you want to be in my room so bad? Like, girl, can I play with my kitty cat? That's the rebuttal that Ice had. Like, what do you mean? Like, can I play with my pussy? That's what she said. Well, shit. The way this tour went, Cleo could have been at home playing with hers. Okay? And so, she had issues with that. She couldn't have nobody come with her on the road to help her, because Cleo would just kept getting the bad end of the stick with everything. She didn't have any rooms where she could get dressed. She had to get dressed in, like, hallways or bathrooms, and, like, there are times where I think Ice Spice mom and sister was there. Cleo mentioned how basically she, I think did she kick her out their room, I think, at some point? Or Cleo just left the room. I think she told her to leave or something like that. I don't know. Something like that. To the point where Cleo wasn't in the room, but her Telflower bag was in the room. And she came back and her bag was outside. And $700 was used on that card. She ain't blaming nobody. She just saying that her card was sitting out there and somebody charged her card. Why they put her, she says a small purse. So I don't know why they felt compelled to put her things outside. It's kind of like Cleo felt like they wanted her to struggle. And that's what it's given to. It's given that be grateful that we even have you here, but you're not going to get anything. She couldn't get chicken salads. She could barely eat. And it wasn't really, like, good energy between the two. Like, Ice was just being kind of cold, and it was just, like, weird energy, Then at some point she asked her, hey, girl, like, are you getting a room in some cities? And she just like, what you mean? Like, we staying in 5-star hotels. That means I gotta get a 5-star hotel in every room, like you, in every city. Like, you said I was with you. She told the girl that she was with her. She got her. She ain't gotta pay for nothing. Now you're telling her, well, aren't you gonna get a room? Like, she's, like, playing crazy. This is why I feel like she was never a part of the plans. And then I'm glad I did wait this long to do the video, because I just saw something where a DJ of Cleo basically agreed with everything that Cleo said and how they were treated like trash, him included. There were times where they wanted him, like, do you have your own boom, like, I guess DJ system or whatever, turntables, and they just really made it really bad for the DJ to even help out with Cleo. So basically he felt like they were trying to sabotage Cleo's set, the set that went on before the people walked in. And so to me, if you're my friend, because it's the thing, they're supposed to be friends, and it's supposed to be, oh girl, you're gonna come on tour with me, this is like an opportunity for you to shine. I see why Cleo thought that it would have been a good opportunity, but I guess in hindsight it really wasn't, and she really should have just left the tour early, especially when she seen that y'all not trying to promote me. Y'all not trying. I can barely get food. It was at one point where she felt so iced out. The hairdresser was sometimes like, "Hey, girl, you could be with me. You could change with me. You could be over here with me," type of thing. And when I saw that she was getting cool with the hairstylist, she iced both the hairstylist and Cleo out, because there was one point of the tour where everybody went to the steakhouse and ate, and Cleo and Ice's hairstylist didn't know about it. They left them out. And basically was just like, oh, you're with the hairstylist, so I mean, and it's like, girl, she trying to make friends. Like, you ain't really talking to her for real. You got Riot, your boyfriend slash producer. Now I mean, I think we all kind of knew that they were dating anyway. Stop playing with Riot. That whole thing. And it was just, I think at one point, nobody would walk with them to like get McDonald's. They were somewhere in like by the desert, but nobody would go with them to get food. But that's because they had already went to the steakhouse and ate. And it just seemed like she was like, hell, the hairstylist probably fired at this point. I'm ready for the hairstylist to come out and talk. It's like, damn, you icing the hairstylist out too because she making friends with Cleo. And it just kind of felt like Cleo felt like she wanted her to suffer and wanted her to struggle on the tour. And a lot of people are, some people try to make excuses for it. I don't think that Cleo was being entitled. I actually think that was very unfair treatment, especially when there's other people that came on the tour as special guests. They got promoted, they got their own room, or they got treated right. They could barely even eat. They treated her like she just wasn't there. And then Cleo said it seemed like every time there was like every point in turn, people act like they didn't know where she was supposed to be. And when she's supposed to be with Ice made it seem like, girl, you want to be up my ass type of situation, when it's just like, well, girl, where's she supposed to go? Like, y'all supposed to be sharing a room. Y'all couldn't pay for her to have her own room. My thing is, Ice talking about she thought it was a good idea for them to invite Cleo on, which I don't think Cleo was even, I don't even think she was even first choice. It really just felt like, last minute, let me see, can I have somebody come on here with me so we can do some photo ops so I could change the narrative? And who was the extra room for? Because why she could have an assistant? Cleo's manager did arrange for her to have an assistant with her out on tour, and then they kind of played in her face and said that she couldn't come. Right, wouldn't let her on the bus, and it's just a lot of stuff going on. It just doesn't seem like this was worth it. Like, I can see why she thought it would have been a good opportunity, and she just tried to like thug it out because she felt like she was being tested and not to give up and just keep going. But I'm wondering, did her streams go up after this? What was the benefit? I mean, I guess a benefit would be us to see what happens next with her, because right now she's getting a lot of buzz. We now know who she is. All she is doing is shedding light on what we've been seeing bits and pieces of, which is Ice Spice being trash, and she's being a trash ass friend. And like I said earlier, she said that she felt like every time they took pictures, it was just like a photo opportunity to change the narrative of Ice Spice. And it's just, I don't understand why that was so hard for her to like get food. Like, it was a point in time when she wanted a chicken salad, and then I showed her a text message from the manager saying that's not part of the budget. Like, in other words, she's not part of the budget. So who agreed to this? Who agreed to have her on the tour? And why did y'all have her there if she can't really eat? She can't, there's no type of good accommodations for her. Y'all giving her hell with the DJ. Y'all giving her hell everywhere she turns. What's the problem? And so that's why I don't think that she originally wanted her to perform. She just said that because Cleo wasn't coming. She wasn't about to sit there and be her lapdog. And it's just really unfortunate. And Ice really didn't have any good rebuttals to Cleo. She was just saying like, oh, this is what I get, for trying to help somebody out and be nice. But if you're trying to help your friend, if this is your friend, which we clearly see that it's not, helping her would also be, why you ain't promote? Why you didn't help promote? Why is she performing so early? When I go to shows to open the acts, they come out when the show starts. So this just seems so weird to me. So I think that, first of all, Cleo, I hope you're dropping something soon. I hope you are dropping a music video, some new music, something. You need to capitalize on this moment. Right now, all eyes are on you and everybody is invested in the story. You need to be dropping something. And this is where is Nicki Minaj? Nicki, where you at? Why you over here trying to like sign artists who are already established, like a JT and Ice Spice, which we'll get into in a whole separate video? Why don't you pick up Cleotrapa? This is who you, now that would be. You like to be petty. You a Sagittarius. Pick Cleotrapa up and sign her. But that's a whole nother video. We'll talk about that in a different video. But this just exposes how much Ice Spice is trash. Because so earlier, remember when I said Cleotrapa thought that Ice Spice was trying to make up for the text message that was released when she was trashing her. And it was something about they were trying to figure out if she was Nigerian or something. Her ethnicity is always in question. And I guess Cleo was asked and she didn't know. Because she had just met Ice. So she didn't know nothing about her background. And so Ice Spice felt like she should have like said something in her defense. But how can she speak on something that she don't know? She just met you. And she was trashing her to her old best friend, Baby Storm. And baby, when Baby Storm released those text messages, Ice Spice confirmed pretty much that the text messages was real because she tried to clear it up. She shaded Nicki Minaj in there. But before I get on that piece, she told Cleo like, oh, because she felt like Cleo was jealous of her. So then Ice tells Cleo, oh, well, I think everybody jealous of me. She thinks her mama jealous of her. She thinks everybody jealous of you. The problem is, and y'all, I blame y'all for this, the public, the consumers, the fans. Y'all did this. Y'all bigged this girl up. She's been showing mean girl signs. And the talent is just not there. I would never understand how y'all trash and hate on Sweetie so much and say that she's such a bad rapper and that she needs to model. When first of all, Sweetie still got bops that we still dance to in the club right now. And if you're telling me right now that Ice Spice is a better rapper than Sweetie, I'm sorry. Maybe is my ear fucked up? Is my ear fucked up? Because I'm confused. Y'all said, what did y'all say? Ice Spice make music that Sweetie thinks that she's making. Like the pretty bitch music. No, bitch. I don't feel like a pretty bitch when I'm listening to Ice Spice. I liked In Her Mood. Like, damn, she in her mood. I like that. And Princess Diana, but I really like Princess Diana because Nicki is on it. And that's it. I don't like, all she do is talk about her poopa, her poopy. Like, girl, you think you the shit, you ain't even a fart. Like, she always talking about her ass. And do Ice got a shit fetish? Do we need to look into that? Let me find out that you got a shit fetish, because that's what it's giving. Okay? And that's all she talk about. When I listen to Sweetie, I feel like a pretty girl. I'm in my mood when I'm listening to Sweetie, okay? I feel real confident. I feel Sweetie is out the way. Got one of the best aesthetics in the game. Fashion is always on point. And she gonna give you a bob. We're gonna do what I keep saying it, but we're really gonna do a Sweetie video soon. Ice Spice had the ego. Her ego is out of this world. In the text messages that her ex-best friend, Baby Storm, put out there to the public, she literally tells her Nicki Minaj is pretty much ungrateful. When she says she brought the opportunity of doing a Barbie song to her, she doesn't look at it as her bringing her something. Said that they came to her first, and she thought that it would be better to have Nicki be involved because that's more of her brand. And I think it came out that was false. Because, girl, why would they come to you before they come to Nicki? That don't even make sense. And then she basically tried to say, she was already popping. She already had her Taylor Swift collab before Nicki and this and the third. And I'm just kind of like, she just really made it seem like, girl, she's like a bitter old woman and she's ungrateful and I'm popping and I just had to distance myself from her. Like, girl, who is you? You had to distance yourself from Nicki Minaj because who was you? I heard her, her manager, James. James is the one that's messing up the business is what they saying. He the one. It's his ego as well. And I want to talk on another video about the Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice a little more. But for the sake of this video, I just feel like everybody is like, I don't understand. I never understood the appeal of Ice Spice. Because I do see when her and Lotto was going back and forth, y'all are honest about the fact that Lotto is a better rapper. I personally like Lotto's songs better as well. Not just she a better rapper. I think Lotto is a better artist overall. I listen to her songs way more. I literally only listen to like the two, or I like the Popa song, even though she's still talking about poopy and all that. But I like, that was like, that's cool. The girl basically came out, wanted everybody's spot. And she's very strategic. And see, she talked about being strategic. And this is what happens when you're too strategic. Nothing is coming off as genuine. Nothing is coming off as authentic. Like I said, she has a personality of a paper plate. I've never been able to sit through an Ice Spice interview. Like, girl, what are you talking about? And it's just not. And that shit, they say that she stole her style, this Y2K style, from Cleo. And so for people to say that Cleo was being entitled, no, if this person's supposed to be your friend, she shouldn't have been treated like that. Like, she treated like she didn't even want the girl there. So why did you have her there? And then she's supposed to be grateful and I would like to know, did it do anything for her music and her streams and her views? Because in this case, Cleo could have just stayed where she was. When Ice Spice was at the ball game and they did a little zoom in on Ice Spice, everybody was looking at Cleo. Like, who the girl next to her? Okay? I think that she just didn't want that moment. She don't want to share that moment. It's like Cleo said, you want, it's like you want to give me the spotlight, but you want to dim the light of the spotlight. It's just weird. It's just weird energy. And Cleo did wait until the end of the tour to try to talk to Ice about it. Because, of course, I would see why she would wait until the bag situation didn't go over well. So there's no point of her even bringing up any other issues, because at this point it's going to look like she's just complaining and just a problem more than what it already seems that she already is. And so she sent her a long text message, talking about, how she felt like she was treated unfairly, yada yada yada. And Ice Spice pretty much paid it. Like, she was just really she just gaslit the hell out of Cleo to me on the Twitter Spaces, and she basically said that she just pretty much calling her ungrateful. And I feel like when people say, "Oh, I gave you an opportunity," you really got to be careful with that, because this story was really triggering for me, because I've experienced this. Just because you gave me an opportunity, that does not give you the right to treat me any type of way. That doesn't give you the right to disrespect me. A lot of people, I get in spaces where people feel like, so those who you don't know, I'm an actress. I wrote a movie recently that will be out next year, and I've been acting for over 15 years. I do a lot of shit, and I've been in situations where people feel like I should just be grateful just to be there. I should be grateful just to have the opportunity. So because I was given an opportunity because I was given an opportunity, that gives you the right to disrespect me and treat me like shit? Absolutely not. I don't give a damn who you are. You're not going to disrespect me like that. That's not what we're going to do. That doesn't mean anything. Because is the opportunity worth it at that point? Is any opportunity worth disrespect? Now, I am also one to say everybody can be bought. Okay? At some point, a price. I think Cleo thought the price of this, because she didn't get paid, mind you, she didn't get paid for this, but the price was supposed to have been more exposure and just more eyes on Cleo to bring more viewership to her and her brand. That was supposed to be the price, but I don't know if it was worth it. If it shot her numbers out of this world, I think if she was properly promoted, if it was just properly planned, and they really act like they really wanted her to be there, like they did with the other special guests that came out, and she was marketed fairly, then we can talk about it. But I don't know if that was, but I just don't think especially in the independent world, you could do your own thing. It's just not worth the disrespect. And people think that just because they help you out or throw you a bone, that you're supposed to just be grateful and just sit there and take whatever that they give you. Absolutely not. I'm triggered. I'm triggered today. Because, listen, I've been in that position. Just because you gave me an opportunity, don't give you the right to disrespect me. One day I will tell my story. Not today. Whew. Anyways, Ice Spice is trash. Okay, I said it. It's just like her energy, everything was trash. The girl came in, she wanted Cardi B spot off rip. She wanted everybody's spot. Nicki Minaj got her verse, she wanted her reverse moved off of New Body, that Kanye song. And he needed a new female rapper. Ice Spice put herself in the bed. Like, Ice Spice be doing some like underhanded shit. Like, she is letting everybody know that she's not your friend. Now here we go. Now if I'm Ice Spice, because I want to try to get a girl. I ain't going to say Grace, but let me see from her standpoint. Listen, she don't care about nobody. She's stepping on whoever she got to step on to get to the top. I'm not saying that's right, but I'm looking at it from her eyes. Listen, I don't give a damn. I'm going to play nice with who I need to play nice with. I'm going to be cute with who I need to be cute with. And whatever's going to make me look good, that's what we rolling with. And then we on to the next. That's pretty much what that gave. And it's pretty much like, hey, listen, we gave you the opportunity, figure it out. Where Ice Spice went wrong with Cleo is letting her know, hey, I got you, and you're good, and you don't have to spend any money. That's where Ice Spice went wrong, because you made her think like, okay, because she asked the questions. Well, girl, what do I need to do? What do I need to bring? Like, what do I need to pay for? Like, and you told her that she was good, but then act like she was in your way and just bothering you and just always right there. Like, and you just made it seem like she was just such a burden and such an inconvenience to have. And Cleo should have just made sure her paperwork was in order, and she should have just made. But she only had 1 day notice, and she's also newer, so this was a learning lesson for her. And all things happen for a reason. I don't think that she was trying to look for clout when she talked about this, but I do think that it needs to be discussed. Y'all need to see the type of artist that y'all supporting. Y'all need to see it. And it shows. And now that she, and here, Nicki Minaj, girl, I need you to go make it right with Lotto. I need you to go make it right with Lotto. I know y'all not going to agree, but hear me out. I need you to go make it right, because you got mad at Lotto all just because she said you up here and was up here for 10 years. And now it's a whole bunch of other girls. It's like right here. The girl wasn't trying to say that she was on your level. She was not saying that. But let's be very clear. For the first 10 years of your career, no other rap artist was on the Billboard 100s. And now that when Cardi entered the picture, now we got a whole bunch of rap girls that is on the Billboards charts and like really making a way in female rap. So like you got Nicki here, girl, we right up under here. We getting hits too. So nobody was getting no hits or nothing when you was around. That's all that girl was saying. You took it, you got offended, and y'all had y'all spat. It didn't go well. But we all know for a fact that Lotto was a genuine, authentic Nicki Minaj fan. And I just feel like they need to make that right. They took their shots at each other, but I feel like they need to go ahead and make that right, because at least Lotto was at first really authentically, genuinely a fan, and she wanted that feature because she's a fan and she looked up to you and she could actually rap. You keep endorsing bitches that can't rap for real, that ain't got it. You call Ice Spice the princess when you actually told JT she was the princess and put JT on the back burner to uplift Ice Spice ass. And why did you do it? Because it was a good look. It was beneficial. Not that you really needed Ice Spice, because that's what Ice Spice, the girl that you endorsed, made it seem like she needed you. You needed her. That's the way. This is the girl that you endorsed. This is who y'all like. She's the one with the ego, and she ain't even got the talent to back it up. Let's see if we're going to be talking about Ice Spice next year. I'm curious. I ain't counting the girl all the way out. I'm just saying, this too early for you to be having the diva attitude. You haven't even solidified yourself in music. There's a lot of one-hit wonders. People that we ain't even heard from in years. You sound like you about to be the next one. Like, you haven't solidified yourself as an artist enough for us to hear these rumors or hear these stories about you and turn a blind eye. And I'm just going to sit here and say, y'all were trash for trashing Saweetie and building up Ice Spice. There's no way in the world that we got an Ice Spice and y'all hate Saweetie so damn much. Another video for another time. But I hope that Cleo is taking this opportunity and using it to her advantage. This is the time, girl, start dropping everything, stop popping out. And I hope other I mean, I think she needs to stay independent. I don't think no labels need to hit her up. But if a label do, Nikki, maybe you should look into it. And whatever dealings that you are offering, like whatever deals you're offering to these artists, maybe you need to revisit it and make sure that it's something good enough that makes sense for everybody. Because that's what I'm hearing is the problem. But that's a whole nother video for another time. I know I keep saying that, but I'm going to actually give y'all these videos soon. But I just had to get my thoughts out about this. How do y'all feel? Do y'all think that Cleotrapa was entitled? Do you like Ice Spice? Do you like her music? Do you believe these rumors? I mean, the text messages that Baby Storm released, you guys can Google that. That really show her true colors. She think everybody's jealous of her. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what y'all thinking. So, that's that on that. I'm about to get into some more stuff because we got some more stuff to talk about. So, I'm your girl, Cece. And this is It Girl Uncensored. And please like and subscribe to the channel because we are in the first trimester of the channel and we're growing. So help us out and grow it. And thank you. Bye.